Tim here, back with another awesome episode of Income TV. Today's episode I'm extra excited about because I'm going to show you something I've implemented in my life over the last year that has made me so efficient when it comes to hitting my goals. Before we dive in, let me tell you about how I used to go about setting my goals and the results I was getting with the old way. At the beginning of every year, I would sit down and I would set certain goals for my health, my business, my relationships, etc. I always made them ambitious because for me, I get a thrill from really chasing something big. But I noticed for a few years in a row, I kept falling short on the majority of my goals. I wouldn't call myself a failure, but to some degree I felt like one with how rare I was hitting the mark on my goals come the end of each December. Then I discovered there was a fatal flaw to how I was approaching hitting these goals. I was putting them too far in the future. Giving yourself a full 12 months to accomplish any goal, unfortunately, creates too much what I call time slack for you. What tends to happen is February rolls around and you haven't done much towards your goal, but you think to yourself, you know what, I've got another 11 months, so I'm good. And this continues to happen throughout the 12 months till all of a sudden you're creeping up towards the end of the year and are too far away from your goal and you get discouraged and quit. Perhaps this experience sounds familiar. It happened to me all the time. The problem with annualized planning, as it's called, is that there's too much time to create a real sense of urgency. Plus, the world changes so fast now, it's hard to really know what 6 months from now will be like. This all changed when I discovered The 12-Week Year, a book written by Brian P. Moran. I highly recommend it. I'll even leave a link under this video in the description so you can grab yourself a copy. Okay, so let me tell you how things are now. So for example, at the end of this past December, I sat down and I set my goals for January, February, and March. Of course, staying in tune with what I mentioned earlier, I still made them quite ambitious. Then I began to work backwards. I mapped out what I would need to do in March to hit the 12-week year goal. I then mapped out what would I need to do in February to be where I just mapped out as my starting point for March. Lastly, I then mapped out what I would need to do in January to be where I just mapped out as my starting point for February. But I wasn't done there. I then took what I wanted to accomplish in January and I figured out what I need to accomplish each week in January in order to hit the month's goals. And I set these weekly goals at the beginning of every month. But of course, I took it one step further. Every week, I set daily goals to ensure I hit my weekly goals. It's that simple. I set daily goals that help me hit my weekly goals, that help me hit my monthly goals, that finally help me hit my 12-week year goals. This process is so much easier to build and sustain over 12 weeks than it is over the normal 52-week year. But don't let the simplicity of the system fool you. I am now hitting almost all of my goals every 12 weeks. I say almost because, hey, no one's perfect. But if you do this 4 times, you will be astonished what you accomplish over the course of an annual year. All of a sudden, you now only have 60 work days to accomplish your work goals. So every day now becomes the equivalent of what a week was when you were using a 12-month year approach. Every day now counts, and that sense of urgency will drive you to accomplish your goals at a much higher rate than if you were staying with your 12-month year approach. I can't urge you strongly enough to give this approach a shot. If you don't see incredible progress in your achievement of your goals, you can always go back to the old way. So check out the 12-Week Year book by clicking the link below this video in the description and take massive action with the 12-week year. One of our goals at Income TV is to help you reach financial freedom. The truth is that freedom looks different for everyone depending on their personality. We discovered we can better serve the different personalities in different ways, which is what we would like to do for you. So if you haven't already, click the link in the description below this video or visit income.tv/quiz and take 30 seconds to complete the quiz so we can better serve you on your way to financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, please be sure to leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, be sure to click the circular image in the upper right-hand corner of the screen and tick the bell icon to get notified whenever we release more new videos to help you increase your income. Go ahead and check out some additional money-making videos right now on the left side of the screen. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.